playing Hex Shards of Fate. The format is Marry Melee Corinth, and the game is free to play PC and PS4. There's a link in the description to get the game if you're interested. We're playing against a PS4 player. PC. This can be really good, but this is really nice to have as well. It's a flyer, reduces costs. Yeah, can't play it till turn 5, but at the earliest, unless I get additional resources somehow. This has a terrible cost. And this is great. This is okay. The problem in this format with that card is way better in other formats. It is not so great in this format because you just can't say consistently, oh, I'm gonna have blood troops. You know, you can try to get only blood troops, but to have a singular shard. Now maybe by the time you play it you will have a singular shard that you see the most of, but it's just unlikely in this format, so that's why I don't typically take it, even though it's a very, very good card. I mean, if everything else was absolute garbage I would take it, because at least it would buff one color. This is kind of really good because it's going to screw up his stuff. Because he ends up discarding 2 cards at random. Yeah, I can only play it on the turn, but that means going into his next turn. I should have played it there actually, but it's alright. He probably has resources in his hand. It's kind of better for him to not know we have that. Not a bad card. Spider spawns are 2/1 spiders. That's good. Dang. I do like these cards, but this is really good. Let's see, I'm going to attack with this, see if he tries to kill it. Even if he does, I'm going to play this. Oh, I can't. Oh well. That's right, it's not a quick action. He didn't want to block it because it's going to create 4 spiderlings. But now that I've made it a 6/1, it's more enticing for him to try to kill it. He can revert it by sacrificing this, which is fine. That means he loses that blocker. Okay. This will be really nice if I play this card again and he's still out. But he'll likely die. Now you can revert it, or, well, he's just going to keep taking it. I don't know why. I guess he doesn't want those spiders in there, but eventually it's going to... I would have at least reverted it. Because all he would have lost is his 1/1. Maybe he's afraid there's going to be something else worse. That needs reverted. I'm going to just block with this, even though I like having this card out, because, yeah, we'll take 4 damage, but we won't repeatedly take it over and over. 6. Yep, revert it. That's good. We don't know if we're going to conscript. We don't know if we're going to gain health, so this is really the only choice. On him, so he's really gonna want to block if he plays something else, and we can take out this thing. No, we can't. That's all right. This is really good. So the choice here is can't play both of these. So let's go here. Let's go here. He's going to take all of that. That's 9. No, okay, he's going to take just the 3. But at least we got rid of the other thing. Oh, nice. We had our sword play back. Wish it was a quick action, but can't be helped. I don't have a problem with this coming back, it just creates more Valors. So. Great, you won't be reverting it with when I put all this on it. Potentially. We'll see. He's been trying to avoid this this stuff for so long. Okay, so we have 3 to work with here if we want to play everything in our hand, or I think I'll skip playing the Valor so I can at least get a bigger guy here. Put this on him. I think he's gonna want to take 6, so he's either gonna have to chump this or kill off this guy. This guy dying is actually decent. Okay, good. At least we're getting rid of that. Make all those Scottish clones. Now if he attacks with both, we're obviously going to block this one because we want to do damage so we can get the life drain. And with Swift Strike we won't be able to do damage. He will steal a card, hopefully it's a resource. Such a valuable card. Nice. Great stuff in our hand. We can play all of it unless we draw something better. If he doesn't play something else, he really has to hold this back to avoid taking 6. He can't afford to take 6 right now. He should pop this. I know he'd like to have more than 4, but he should pop it. Because that's going to put 4 blockers out here that can perpetually block for him. I made it so this can't block. Now I said, if he's smart, he will pop this. But maybe he has more stuff he wants to play, I don't know. Nothing else. We're gonna maybe have a flyer next turn. We can start, I can pump it up with this and start doing additional damage, because he doesn't have any flyers that we've seen. I deliberately picked this because I knew that I was going to play a 6-3, and then I would get a 6-3 for 2 cost, as opposed to those other cards that were big. And I want this to come back. Fine, he can pick whichever one he wants to die, and I don't take any damage. Think he would sack this. Maybe he wants to do it on my turn. Alright, so we're going to get 2 flyers here. Let's check with everything. Even if he pops this, it doesn't matter. So now, if he wants to continue to not block this, he's gonna take 8 damage because he has no flyers right now. These can block 2 of those, so there's no point in attacking because they'll die unless he's got a buff. Okay. He can put whatever he made into his hand. We can also make one of these not be able to block. Okay. So if we want to play everything, we need 8. So out of 12. So it means we have 4 to work with here. This would be nice to play. I think I'm going to take this because we're going to put this back in his hand. And then we're going to see what he does, what he blocks. At this point he should let those spiders go in his deck. But he probably won't. He's been avoiding this whole time. Alright, so we'll kill that guy. Because it's going to gain him life. And it'll keep him strong. The funny thing is we used it against him because we don't really care if the spider's going to stick at this point. We've got the advantage. He was finally ready to kill it, and we didn't let it happen. I could have done more damage if I'd put it on these. He would have been down to 3, but I still wouldn't have killed him. That's a good card. He could have played it, though, and still caused the damage. He must have other things he wants to play. I'm going to revert this, I bet. Yeah. Okay. He's going to get a flying blocker, which he desperately needs. Funny thing is I'm going to pump that back up again, so he just wasted the little dude. It's okay. I'll let you go. This card's amazing. Alright, let's do this. And this. Pretty much has to block. Finally we get the spiders in his act, not that it matters. And it comes right back. And if this takes any damage, we will get cards. So the most he can really do here is 4, unless he has a speed troop. Again, I don't know why he doesn't just play that card, because it also has that ability when you play it. Okay, so we will... So many choices. We won there. We had enough. So I think that Eggblight Afflictor was definitely the MVP of that match. I mean, him trying not to let it die and go into, create 4 spiderlings just, kept doing damage to him. and then we tricked him that one time to kill his guy. Yeah, you don't want to, you know, keep doing that. At some point, just take the 4 spiders, because they're only 1/1s, so they're vulnerable to a lot of spells, and you know, the card may not come back for the rest of the game. It can go into the deck and just never come back. So yeah, you might let it go through a few times, but eventually you need to block it, because trying to play around that all the time, you're going to end up making choices that'll hurt you. So let me know in the comments what you guys think the MVP was, or any other thoughts you have, or things you want to see on the channel. And happy hexing.